I believe the trio of Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence, a couple of sophomore gunslingers, are going to outscore the trio of Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, and Derek Carr, the old standbys here at quarterback. Now, for reference, every single one from that first group has a lower ADP right now than every single person from the second group.
That
so
tracks.
They are all being faded right now. To be fair, Trey Lance and Derek Carr are close, but still, he is behind him. And I get it. Last year was really bad for the rookies. And this is me doubling down on what I said last year because I had faith in the rookies last year.
You sure
and
did.
Really, nobody lived up to it, unfortunately. I believe Mac Jones was probably the closest to living up to any sort of rookie expectations, and that's not where you want to be. But here's why I still believe this to be the case. Let's just start with Trey Lance. Last year, Jimmy Garoppolo, he was the quarterback 16 in points per game. He did that on a team that ranked 31st in pass attempts. Okay? Why is that good for Trey Lance? That's not good for Trey Lance, but Trey Lance has legs, which Jimmy Garoppolo did not. Trey Lance ran.
Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have legs?
He's got no legs.
How does he see over his offensive line?
God, they get him monitors. It works out. Trey Lance does not need to throw like Jimmy Garoppolo needs to throw. He ran for 1,100 yards in his last full college season. He can do that. Jimmy Garoppolo cannot do that. He also, in the 2 games that Trey Lance started last year, I know it's a tiny sample size. I don't care. But he averaged 12 rushing attempts in those 2 games. That's huge for a quarterback, by the way.
That's a lot.
Trey Lance, many better signs than Jimmy Garoppolo for fantasy. Justin Fields, in the 9 games that he actually played, like most of the snaps last year, he was averaging on pace. Let's do the on pace thing. It's just nicer. It's easier to digest. 3,200 passing yards and about 700 rushing yards. 700 rushing yards is pretty magical for any quarterback. That floor is majestic. So stretch that out. I know he doesn't have weapons. They did bolster the offensive line. I know John Sadsack Helmkamp was on here for our NFC North breakdown trying to poo-poo everything. But they added Riley Reef. They added Michael Schofield. They stole Lucas Patrick from the Packers. They have added some depth. And maybe I think a couple other guys were not added actually at the time that he was on. So I have to give him a little bit of a break. And then Trevor Lawrence gets a reset. I'm sorry to keep saying it. He gets a reset because of the Urban Meyer debacle.
Absolutely.
They did boost his weapons. I know it's not a ton, but anything was going to be better than what he had last year. And I love Travis Etienne to help him overall. And again, sneaky rushing upside. All of these guys, a lot of rushing upside. Totaling, I could make my bold prediction that the 3 of these guys will get at least, 1,500 rushing yards and 15 rushing touchdowns amongst them. And I think that's actually too sane to make it a bold prediction. So the floor is there. The ceiling is absolutely there. The other guys, I hate to say it, Dustin, Derek Carr is my favorite of that bunch, and especially at his ADP. He's the lowest out of all of them. At value, he definitely is my favorite. He's the only one who had actually had something added to his team that is not a massive detriment. Dak Prescott lost Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, now James Washington after his injury in training camp. Still don't know when Michael Gallup will play, but he says it won't be week 1.
Right.
Players saying it won't be week 1. That's awful.
That's never good news.
I mean, this could be a massive rushing offense now. Dak hasn't been rushing like he used to. Probably just injury concerns. He had that year in 2020. Sat out, missed a lot of time. They're probably trying to protect him, but
and it's a Mike McCarthy offense, so we know how that goes too. We're all too acutely aware of that. So I don't hate that, Jake. I think that is very bold, but yeah, I think we're all expecting these 3 quarterbacks to take the sophomore jump forward this year. Obviously, Lance didn't really play last year, so you can't really count that as like his rookie season of playing. But I think we're all expecting, a big jump forward from all 3 of these quarterbacks this season. Where, Rodgers is getting older and reduced weapons on that offense. Carr. They've got a new offensive coordinator now. I mean, everyone says Josh McDaniel is offensive genius, but he hasn't been a head coach for quite some time, and his limited stint in Denver didn't show that much. So we don't really know what to expect from that offense. We're expecting good things, but could it happen? We don't know. So yeah, I don't hate that, Jake. I think that's a good one.
Don't hate it. I got a don't hate. I'll take it. All right, let's move on to your quarterback bold prediction.
Mine is Jalen Hurts is going to finish as the QB1 overall this season. Yes, supplanting Josh Allen, supplanting Patrick Mahomes. Better than Lamar, better than all of them. The number one this season. Here's why. This is his, third year in the league?
Second year
in the league. I lose track of time. Second year in
the league. He was that good that you thought he played 2 years last year.
I really did. I can't believe it's only been, that was his rookie year. Anyway, so we saw really good things the second half of the season from him. Using his legs, throwing was but he's, as I've been told, listening to other shows, which these are people I trust, which you should always do. Listen to people and look at people you trust. He could be improving as a passer, which I'm expecting him to improve as a passer, because they traded for AJ Brown, elite wide receiver. We've got Devonta Freeman going into his second season. I feel like I'm losing all my words right now. I don't know what's going on.
You know why it is? It's because I fucked you up, because Jalen Hurts has been in the league for 2 years already. He just didn't play the first year.
Yeah.
So that's why I set you off on the wrong track.
Oh, you did. You
I got your brain scrambled.
Yes. Oh, God. So, yeah.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Jalen Hurts has been in the league for 3 years. There we go. Starting this year. Let's reset. Bold prediction. Dustin doesn't make it through all of his bold predictions.
Oh, my God. I am sorry, folks. Jake threw me all off. And yeah. All right. So let's go back. AJ Brown, elite. They traded for him because they obviously want to give Jalen Hurts as much support as possible. I mean, this is the year where he needs to basically shit or get off the pot. Like, they need to know what they've got in their quarterback. Is this the year? So they're giving him every weapon possible. So they got AJ Brown, elite. Devonta Smith, going into a second year. He did flash last year. Like, he had an okay rookie season. He hit some of those benchmarks you like to see out of rookies, which point to being a very, very good receiver with longevity in the league. You got Dallas Goddard, very good tight end. Jalen Reagor, question mark? But yeah, he could be a thing. Maybe he'll come forward. But then you got Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell. Like, you've got all these offensive pieces in place. And with Jalen Hurts, you got his legs and rushing upside, as you were just talking about with like Lance and Lawrence and Fields.
A lot of leg talk tonight.
A lot of leg talk. Yeah. So he has all that. And I think this is the year it's going to be one of those magical seasons where he just puts it all together and he ends up being QB1 overall.
I love it based almost entirely off of his rushing upside. I hate to keep belaboring that. And I know that everybody talks about Konami code quarterbacks right now, but like, he was only one half of the Konami code last year. Mm-hmm. He didn't have the passing is what's going to do it. Like, he's going to be able to balance that out this year. So I love it. AJ Brown and him eat brunch together. I hear that's a big thing.
That's good. And here's the thing too, like having the two very good wide receivers, one elite, one possibly could be elite someday. That's going to take defenses out of the box. So it will open up more rushing lanes for him, which I really like.
That's a great point. It's like if imagine Lamar Jackson had been able to play with Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster in those years that they did really well together. You know, like imagine that added threat instead of Big Ben trying to limp his way And even Big Ben would pick up like decent chunks of yardage when he actually tried to run at that point because of what you're saying. So,
yep.
Yeah, I love it. I freaking